Victoria. Hey there, Spunky. How are you guys doing? Thank you. I didn't have that mic on. Welcome in, everybody. Hope everybody's doing great. Yep, there finally. Yep. Good. Doing great. Up early this morning. Oh, good. And all you retired people, you guys get to sleep in late every day. What brand vise am I using? I'm using a Peak Rotary vise. Name of the color I'm using, tying up the Monkey Milk jig. That's what I'm tying up, the Monkey Milk. This is a 1/32 ounce lure I'm doing. Appreciate you guys in here. Man, we got 24 on our YouTube and we got 10 on our TikTok. Hey there, out of sight. Thank you so much for the tiki-talkies there. Appreciate that. Hey there, Wayman. Good morning. Hey, Anthony. How are you doing there, buddy? Thank you for the follow there, Alam. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for the follows. Appreciate that, guys. These are a 1/32 ounce. I got a few of these to tie up, and then we're going to do some 1/16 ounce. So today's mainly just building up inventory. We do have a lot of holes that we got to fill in on our inventory. Well, how are you doing there, Wayman? I thought you'd be out there fishing already. I thought you'd be out there fishing. Thank you for the follow, Lloyd. Appreciate that. Add a little bit more on here. Oh no, I'm sorry about that. I will keep your family in prayer, guys. You guys pray for Anthony's family there. Yep, his mom's in hospice. Will do. I will do that. Be fishing later after it warms up. Yeah, it's a little bit more chillier today. We're supposed to have about a 10 mile per hour winds from the north. Hey there, Brandon. Good day. Good morning. Yeah, this is the Monkey Milk I'm tying up. This is a 1/32 ounce. One 32nd ounce. Yeah, we're not going to get into the 50s today. It's going to be a little bit chillier, which I don't mind 40. 40s are okay. I don't like 20s. '20s or anything colder. Hey there, S&T, welcome in. Elena, welcome in. Rania, welcome in. Appreciate everybody coming in the channel. Thank you there, Elena. Thank you so much. Appreciate the likes, everybody. Yep, good morning, Spunky. How's the weather out there in Florida? What's the Florida weather report like? What's going on? This here's a 1/32 ounce lure, super small. We do make them smaller though. We do go down to a 1/80th ounce. I'm gonna do this here for you guys. Let me do this. Let me flip it around. Here we go. Let's see. I'll be back fishing hopefully this weekend on the boat. That'll be good. I'm having a pretty good morning. Everything's going pretty good. My back's not hurting it as bad today, but yeah, it's still hurting. I'm doing okay. We get our grandson today. He's coming over this evening. I tried to add the new Boca Vista on our site, and for some reason it wouldn't let me upload the pictures. So I'm gonna have to get some help from the boss lady. See if she can help me out. Normally I can upload the pictures, but for some reason, some crazy reason, I couldn't upload the pictures. Thank you there, Ken, for the share. Appreciate everything, guys. Thank you so much there for the share. I'm working on inventory right now. We got all of our, I don't like that. Got all of our big tackle store orders out. And so right now I'm just building up inventory. I got all of our orders out today. That was the first thing I worked on when I came in. Yep, Super Bowl is this Sunday. I am going to watch the Turning Point halftime show. I'm going to watch the Turning Point halftime show. I know there'll be some people trying to make me feel bad for that, but that's okay. You guys can watch some dude. Super Classic Cars invites you to co-host. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. We don't have Super Bowl parties. It's just me and my wife for the most part. We'll just, she'll make some snacks. We'll probably, we'll watch it in the living room or whatever, and just do that. We used to years ago host a Super Bowl party, but we got our friends either moved away or divorced or all these crazy things. So we just don't do as much anymore. Hey, old gray hair fishing. This here is it's called it's our monkey milk jig, and I'm using the monkey milk chenille. I'm using the monkey milk chenille. Might be crappie around, yeah. It'll be the last football game of the year, and I'll watch football game, but I'll be watching other stuff too. This here's a 1/32 ounce. 1/32 ounce. I got to turn off my notifications. I forgot to do that here. Hang on, guys. If I don't do that on on our on our channel here, we'll be getting phone calls here pretty soon. Hey there, Miko. Trying to find a bug iguana. No luck. Oh yeah, that would be kind of cool. Have an iguana lure. Some of the guys out here are starting to use eel for catfishing. I don't know if they're having any success, but it took 5 years for them to get to do that. I tried eel. I've caught a couple of blue cats, but not a whole lot, I don't know how much better of a bait that'll be for catfishing, but hey there, David. Appreciate everybody in the chats today. Hope everybody's doing great. It is 8:53 here in Northeast Oklahoma on this cloudy, what is it today? Wednesday? Wednesday. So right now I'm just building up inventory, so I'm tying up a lot of the same colors. I'll be probably tie up probably about a dozen of each color in each size too. So I'll be moving on up to the 16th ounce here in a little bit. We do have a code for the fishing line at checkout. Use code line40 and save 40%. I hear they're great, yeah. I'm hoping to do some more fishing this this spring here. Everything is moving slowly with getting my back injections. I wish it was a lot faster. By the way, it looks like I probably won't be getting my nerves burnt in my back till the end of spring. Again, welcome in everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. Thank you so much. Buenos dias to all my Hispanic friends out there. My name is Ruben Flores. Ruben Flores. We are in Northeast Oklahoma. Yeah, I've been watching people too, Wayman, that they're hunting these iguanas out in Florida. It looks like it's fun. We didn't have those issues when I lived in Florida years ago. There was no, there weren't a bunch of iguanas running around falling off trees. I'll have to use a iguana tail for a lure tail here one day. I'm afraid you'll only. Some places in the world, they eat the iguanas. I was watching one of those channels where they cook weird stuff, or they basically went to a market and at this basically food market or whatever, they looked like they were smoked or something, or barbecued. I don't know if I would ever eat an iguana. I don't think there's much meat on one, is there? You have to be a pretty big iguana, though. Eat some iguana tacos. Put a little bit of Cholula sauce on it. Again, welcome to the channel, everybody. Thank you guys for coming in. This is what I do. I make fishing lures for a living. We got about 60, 70 colors on our site. I would eat one. I hear they're like gator. They're like a little bitty gator. Probably like a little bitty gator. Get some M&M size chunks out of the iguana. Hey there, Jess. Hey there, Angelica. How are you there, Alan? They eat them here? Oh, wow. Make all kind of dishes. Gumbos, stews, grilled, smoked. Ooh. I would try some if I had a friend try one with me. I don't know if I'd like it, but you know, I'd have to see. I imagine a bunch of people down in Florida are going to be grilling up their iguana for the Super Bowl. Hey there, Donzel. That would make a funny video. Have a bunch of dudes sitting on a couch watching the Super Bowl. They're eating an iguana on a stick. The canal now, almost 4 foot. Oh wow, that's pretty big. That'd have to be a pretty big stick there. Put on that iguana. Do, 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 do. How cold did it get down there, Ranyo? You guys had a little bit of a cold snap this last Sunday. Hey, welcome in, Mark. Hey there, Michael. Hey there, Dr. Soda. How you doing there, brother? I had it on video when I was live a couple weeks ago, but service was horrible. You couldn't see it. You didn't have the air rifle? Yep. Saturday and Sunday night, yeah. Does the cold weather affect them big snakes? That's a question for Mr. Ranyo. It's a question for Mr. Ranyo. I'll tell you what, our TikTok channel, they're not pushing our feed anymore. We need Drew over there to hype it up and throw down a bunch of likes, and maybe Drew will pop in the channel here in a little bit. Do, 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 do. Hey, Rippin' Lips. Not as short. Span was, yeah. So you guys didn't get any snow there this year, did you? Did you get snow last year? This here is the monkey milk jig I'm tying up. Tampa got some. Yep. Several peacock bass died. Oh, wow. How big do they get down there, those peacock bass? Hey there, Dwayne. Welcome in. We got Alan in the channel. How you doing there, Alan? And Ure. West Palm got a little bit, yeah. I'd like to get down to Florida again one day. I haven't been to Florida in over 30 years. How was your ice fishing, Dwayne? How did you enjoy your ice fishing? Again, welcome in, guys. Let's see. I've been having try recipes. Lionfish. Oh wow. Sport consumption because they're. Oh wow. Okay. Well, that sounds pretty cool there. 9 to 11 pounds. That's pretty big. That's a good sized peacock bass. It was a good experience there, Dwayne. Didn't catch any walleye, but it was fun. Well, that sounds good there, Dwayne. Do people eat peacock bass? Do people eat peacock bass? We had a fella just a couple of weeks ago said he was catching peacock bass on our jigs. He caught some yellow perch. Ooh, those yellow perch are pretty. I'd like to catch me a yellow perch one day. Oh, good. If you're ice fishing, be real careful. We lost a young man in Missouri who fell through the ice. Yeah. Yeah, Dwayne went up there to, Dwayne's on our TikTok right now. He went up to, I don't know, it was Minnesota or Michigan, somewhere up there. Yeah, Dwayne's from around here. Dwayne's been to the shop. He's been to the shop a couple times. I think he's a mechanic for American Airlines. Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. Okay, he didn't go to either Minnesota or Michigan. He went to Wisconsin. He was at Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. This is going to need a, this one's going to need a part 2 on this one here. Ate some food. Did you go up there with some friends or what? Or did you just buy a guided trip or something up there? That sounds good though. I haven't been to Wisconsin too in over 30 years. I lived for a little bit up in Appleton, Wisconsin. Oh, cool. Went to save his dog. Oh, wow. That's awful. Hey, good morning there. How do I keep the paint out of the hook eyes? When I dip the, let me get this tied off here so it's not hanging here. When I tip the cup over a little bit, and when I tip it, I dip it. And so if you got your cup and you have a fluid in there, do I have water here? Let me see. Yep, I do have water here. Let me take a drink. Well, here. So when the process is, when you have your powder coat in the cup, it's level. But if you turn it sideways a little bit, it wants to stay level there. So you have to knock it around a little bit. And then once you put your lure head in there, just drop it down to where just only the head is submerged under the powder coating. And you keep your eyelet sticking out like that. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's what you do. Again, here's the cup. Whatever, you got a fluid bed, you got yourself a little powder coat cup that you keep the powder coat, tip it to the side. I call it tipping it and dipping it. And then you dip your head down, but you don't dip the eyelet in it. And that's how I paint the head there. Reminds me, I need to drink more water. That's what I do. Now, on some of the jig heads with bait keepers and underspins, I use shrink tubing and silicone tubes to help me out. Oh, you're welcome. I do have some videos in my portfolio for that. Okay, let's go to the next color. Or not the next color, but let's go to the next size. We're going to go to the 16th ounce. Uh-oh. Didn't mean to do that. For those wild hogs. Yeah, those hogs are kind of terrible. Those wild hogs. I remember getting chased as a teenager in South Texas. We actually had to get up in trees because we were hunting and we only had so many bullets. And so when you got 40 hogs chasing you and you don't have that many bullets on you, we ran up in the trees. And some of them hogs were huge too. They finally went away, and we, finally ran out, to our truck. That was a long time ago. I was probably 13, 14 years old when that happened. We were just camped out on some trees for a few hours. We even shot down there, and they ran away and scattered for a little bit, but I imagine we could have went out with guns blazing. we could have shooed them off that way, but we don't want to take any chances. We weren't hunting hogs then, though, but when you're 13, 14 years old, a lot of times we just don't know better. Oh yeah, they got these big old tusks. They get pretty mean and nasty. This is a 16th ounce monkey milk jig. I'm just tying a little bit of every color, and then we're gonna just try to fill up a little bit of the gaps and holes on our inventory walls. Hey, thanks so much for the follow, Jeffrey. Rosalia, welcome in. How you doing there? Thank you, thank you. Okay, this one has too much of a tail, too big of a tail. Take some of this off here. Thin it up just a little bit. Let's see. Hey, country boy. I have that vice, bro. Well, thank you, bro. Yep, we do sell these vices too. We are going to restart our TikTok live here in just a moment because our algorithm just is terrible right now. I'm going to try to go fishing Saturday. Depends on the wind and if the ice has melted. It should have melted already. It should. We drove by there the other day, and it depends on where you're loading or dropping your boat in. This vise, I think it runs $249. You just go to our site, rubenfloresjigs.com. Let's see. Hey there, Fat Cat. How are you doing? But we do have vices, and you can visit Ruben Flores Jigs, DOTCOM. If you do get this vise, make sure to get the D-arm. The D-arm's separate. We do have our fishing line on sale with a discount code. Discount code is line40. Save 40% on all of our fishing line, both mono and braid. Okay, we're going to restart this live over here on TikTok.
I was a Cowboy Browns fan for.
Let's see here. Boom, let's go. We're back up. Let's see, Mark. Yeah. There used to be a time back in the 80s where they didn't want people eating some of the freshwater fish. Hey there, Tater Tot. Welcome back. And the way we would test it, we'd put a dime in the mouth and put the fish in the refrigerator. And if the meat turned black, we didn't want any part of that fish. I don't know if they still do that kind of stuff anymore. Again, that was back in 1985, 86, 87. Long time ago. Yep, I appreciate that. You guys make sure to subscribe on our YouTube, and then our TikTok. Make sure to follow, guys. Appreciate that. Hey there, Barry. Okay, this is a 1/16. Hey there, Chimney Rock. Welcome back. Good morning. We're supposed to be getting our purple rainbow tinsel chenille in sometime. We're going to be carrying that in skeins and also packs too. Say the hogs there are gamey. Yeah. What is the taste of gamey? What is gamey? I always wondered that. I mean, I grew up hearing food was gamey, like deer, stuff like that, but Orlando, welcome in. That's too thin, too thin. It's like the hair on my head, it's thinning. Yep, thank you for the likes. Appreciate that, guys. Strong musky flavor. Yeah, I mean, I know what the term, gamey is, but just didn't know how to describe it. How do you make it ungamey? That's my thinking is. I mean, growing up, all I ever heard was deer taste gamey. Well, how do you make it ungamey? You just put them out on a pasture and enclose them in there and feed them certain types of food. Does that change up the gaminess? Because I tell you what, every single deer I've eaten, except elk's a little bit different, has tasted the same way. Animals here in North Carolina. We have kudzo. What is kudzo there? Or kudzo. Here we have those zebra mollusk or whatever you call them. We got those zebra mollusks. I'll be doing the blackout jig here in a little bit. It's how it's dressed after the harvest. We don't age our deer, elk, or antelope. We always did. We always did. When we had deer, we would put it in a cooler for like um, about 3 or 4 days and let it bleed out. And that would also get rid of the what you call the what do you call it when the rigor what do you call it when something dies and it all tenses up, rigor mortis gets rid of the rigor mortis too. That we always had the benefit of, we always had family members that worked at a local butcher or locker plant where we got to always hang up our meat there. Oh, really? I didn't know that. We cleaned a lot of deer. I got to work at the locker plant, and I worked in the exotic part, so we were always cleaning and cutting deer steaks and stuff like that during deer season. But they always wanted it to sit in the cooler for like 3 days, 4 days, let the rigor mortis settle out, let all the as much blood as it can drain out. And they said if you butcher it after the rigor mortis has kind of gone away, that the meat's more tender. But I don't know. Kudzu is a vine that was imported to plant on high. Oh, okay, I see. We got that with one of the, I think it's called the Bradford pear tree, and they don't have pears on them here. But we do have a couple of those evasive trees sitting in our front yard. We just let them grow. They're not good for anything. They don't grow any fruit. They don't burn good for firewood or anything. I should be getting my spinner blades today. Yep, they are great for shade though. Yep, you got that right. When we moved out here, they were probably maybe 2 feet high. We actually just left them in the yard because we were clearing out trees because we were moving our mobile home over here. And we left a couple of those trees. We didn't know exactly what they were, but they do make for some great shade trees though. So kind of like bleeding a fish. Yeah, that's what we did with the deer. We would just hang it upside down and let the blood drain. And but what that also did too, it let the rigor mortis kind of go away. And then and some of the meat we probably didn't touch it for probably 4, 5, 6 days because we would get so many deer in, and we would butcher a deer. We're talking steaks and I would debone the meat and we'd put it in a grinder for deer hamburgers or sausage, and we would get done with the deer within, we're talking 10, 15 minutes. We would go through a deer that fast. There's me, an old fella named Henry Chacon. He was the master butcher, and I want to say the lady's name was Alice. She was probably in her 50s, and she was the lady that would wrap the meat and put the stamps on it and everything. Armstrong, thank you so much for all those likes. But it was a good experience, though. How should I start time flies? You put the hook in the vise and you start wrapping thread around it. Now, do you have a vise or anything like that? Who is that there? Let me see. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate the follow, Parker. Let's see. Who is the one that made that comment there? Is that Parker? Yep. Do you have a vise and all that stuff? It starts out with that, and we have a pretty cool kit called the Royal Coachman Toolkit. Oh, okay, you do. You just start tying. There's some books out there. There's some videos on how to do some stuff. Some of my videos, I do some instructional videos, but not a whole lot. A lot of times you'll see me just tie up a lure real fast. Control erosion. Did it? Oh, yeah. Thicker. It made the situation worse, yeah. I think I know what vine you're talking about. I think I do know what vine you're talking about. Hey, Dusty, good to see you in here. I hadn't seen you in a while. We are going to be, this weekend, we'll be putting a date on the next rod giveaway. We're going to be giving away a Ninja pole. In order to do that, there is a little bit of criteria that needs to be done up. So about every $5 gifty that's thrown out there will get you a spot on the wheel. Or if you're a member, if you're one of our members on YouTube, there's a couple of the memberships that will get you into every single drawing that we do. Hey there, Scott. How is it going there? How's it going, Scott? I am making the 1/16 ounce monkey milk right now. Let me clean my lenses here. I'm going to do the one first here on our TikTok. Maybe that'll make a difference. Let's do the one on our YouTube. Okay, we're going to make 6 more of these bad boys here. This is a 1/16 ounce. Getting ready for a fishing trip tomorrow. It's supposed to be 60 and sunny. That sounds good. Just the two of us, you and I. Let's see here. Hey there, Fat Cat Fishing. When are you going to be going fishing again, Mr. Fat Cat? Saturday. Are you going to go live? '76. That sounds good. Yeah, we're going to be in the 70s a couple of days this week. Oh, my hands. Hello from Brazil. Buenos dias. Not sure of water temps, but you oughta, what are you going to go for? Are you going to go for catfishing, I guess? It should be good for catfishing. I know the people out here are catching a bunch of crappie. I've been looking at some pictures on Facebook, and some of the local people up here are catching a bunch. Wayman will be out there later on fishing. He ought to do good today. Hey, thank you for the likes. Appreciate all the likes, everyone. Bradford trees here any longer? Yeah, them things multiply like crazy. Those Bradford trees, they do multiply. We do have a bunch of really good trees. I think we have about 6 peach trees. We got a couple of cherry trees. We got a couple of apple trees and some pears. I'm not a pear eater, but my wife is. She loves her some pears. To me, a pear tastes like a stale apple. I'm just not a pear eater. I'll eat apples. And I love me some peaches, though. I love peaches and strawberries, and Oh, that is nice. That is good. 70 plus weather there already. Hey there, Nate Dog. Who is that there? Hey there, Mr. Rivers. How are you doing there? I got a few more of these, and we're going to be switching over to all black. We'll be tying up the blackout jig. Like planting bamboo. Oh, really? Yeah, I never knew that. We don't have any bamboo up here where I live at. Nor do we have lily pads. I imagine there's some ponds around that have lily pads, but as far as on the lakes and the main waterways, I just don't see any lily pads anywhere. I don't know if Heavy Duty's still on the TikTok channel. I don't know if they get lily pads out there where he lives at. Thank you so much, Mark. Appreciate you, all the help you're giving out, man. Thanks for the follows there. We got Crappie Hunter. Thank you so much for the follow. Breakfast burrito. Welcome in. I love me some breakfast burritos. I'm probably going to make me a breakfast taco for lunch later on. We are getting orders out fast, so we've been getting out the orders really fast. Even the tackle store orders, we've been getting them out pretty pronto. This here again is a 1/16 ounce monkey milk. I think these are still $4.99 a pack. I'm going to paint some more heads too a little bit later on. I don't know if you guys want to watch me paint heads. How many? We get 3 to a pack. And this color here, I believe they're only $4.99 a pack. These and the blackout and the Bayou Bug, we got a few packs that were $4.99 a pack. Thank you for the share. Appreciate that. Toe Pro, welcome back. We got some new packaging. We may do, and the packaging's a little bit wider. We may end up doing like a variety pack that has a couple of different colors in it. On the wider packs, we could put 6 lures in there. We may do like a variety package. So I always experiment with different packaging, and we got our main packaging. Our main packaging is, we'll probably never change that, but you know, that it's pretty cool packaging. Now we are going to be getting a packaging with, I think it's going to have red trim or gold trim, and it's going to have limited edition on it, but we have some other packaging that's a lot wider, and we may end up putting six lures in those packs. If we do that, if we do a variety pack, we may just put 2 of each color in there. This here is a 1/16. We do offer this in a 1/8 ounce too. We just offer this one here with round heads, and the same way with the blackout. I don't think we've ever had a blackout with eyes on it. Appreciate everybody in here. Thank you guys so much for coming in and hanging out. I'm not leaving anything or leaving right now, but I do want to appreciate you guys for watching and hanging out. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll try to accommodate them as much as I can. Okay, we're going to leave this lure here up on the vise while I'm switching colors out. And now would be a great time if you guys have any questions. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll be switching out colors. We're going to be going to a black chenille. Salvador, welcome in. Buenos dias. No, I don't do soft plastics, but I do the jig heads with the bait keepers for soft plastics. We used to do plastics probably about 5 or 6 years ago. Every now and then we'll do plastics like a jelly belly body, and it'll have like a feather tail. It'll have a plastic body. Thanks for the follow, Alicia. Thank you so much there, Miss Ogle. But no, we don't do any soft plastics. My wife used to pour plastics during COVID, and 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 when we got into the building here, we did plastics, but it soon got to be where it was like there's just not enough room for it. We thought, hey, you know, we our hand tied lures, we sell them really well. Let's focus on our hand ties, and if we do ever get in a bigger building, we're probably going to do plastics. But we got to get in a bigger building. Our little building's too small. Too small. Let's see, Ruben, you're up to 24.9. Oh, that's good. That is awesome there. We're getting closer to 25K over there now. On our TikTok, we're at 113K there. We just barely eclipsed 113K over on our TikTok, but we're getting there. It is tough to get, you know, pick up followers on YouTube. Possibly a possibility of 10 jig pack customer picking colors. We do custom orders. And custom orders are like, oh, I can't remember, $2.50 a jig with round heads, $3 for jigs with eyes, something like that. I don't focus a whole lot on custom orders. We did a long time ago, but I still take custom orders. There are times that we quit taking custom orders when we're getting a lot of these tackle store orders. And that's just because some of the tackle store orders had anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 lures on there. But a lot of times people don't, you know, when it comes to customs, people sometimes don't understand the work that it goes into doing a custom, because you have to figure out what color they want for the head, what color they want for the tail, you know, the body. And sometimes, you know, I'm very fortunate that I have a lot of colors of chenille. We probably have about 150 to 200 colors of chenille. And sometimes you have to special order colors too. Hey there, Woody. Yeah, I did a custom order a couple of weeks ago, and before I started getting to the point where I could wrap the thread on the hook, we probably spent an hour and a half on the phone conversing and trying to figure out what this customer wanted. And so I don't think I'm super expensive on our custom orders, but you know, when I know we try not to be cheap, because sometimes it takes a long time to get a custom order right. But we do have a lot of colors on our website. Let's see. Hey there, Roy. My favorite colors for crappie. Hang on a second here. I have a couple of them right next to me, and let me get those out, and I'll show some of the colors. Now, I do like, one of the colors I do like is the Gray Ghost, the Assassin, the Midnight. Um, those are my favorite colors. And do I have the Gray Ghost over here? I sure don't. I just put some packages on the wall. But that's the Assassin right there. That's one of my favorite colors to fish with. Another color is the Midnight. And another color is the Mad Shad. I love fishing with that color. That's a Slick Trick there. I don't know why I have this in here, but it is our #2 best-selling lure right now from 2025. Well, 2025. That's the Shiner. I love fishing with that color. It's a great color there. Ever do two-tone tails? Yes, I do. I just showed one right off. I showed the Mad Shad. Had two-color tail. Where's the Mad Shad? That's a two-tone tail right there. Like, we got a bunch of jigs on our site that have two-color tails. A black and chartreuse. I haven't done a black and chartreuse in a while, but let's see. Ever do two-tone tails, black and chartreuse instead of two clumps of black? I don't know what you're talking about there, buddy. Okay. This one here is with marabou. But a lot of the jigs that we do have on our site have neck hackle tails. But we do wedge tails and also silicone tab tails. Like that right there. We do tails that look like that. We do underspins. Hey there, Fonz. Thanks for the share. Appreciate that. But I'm putting black flashing on a black tail. This one here is called the Blackout. Yep, welcome in. This here is a 1/32 ounce. This here is called the Blackout. It does have a marabou tail on it. So today, if I don't get any tackle store orders, I'll be working primarily on inventory. Be doing a lot of inventory today. I also got to retake some pictures. We got to change up some of the pictures on our site too. And I'll be doing that on the breaks. I do take breaks. Kentucky Girl, welcome in. Yuri, welcome in. Vaselina, welcome in. Rick Rob, welcome in. How much are your lures and do they work really good? Somebody can answer that question for WDK LOL. Yeah, they work really good. They're America's finest. It says it even on the packaging, they're America's finest. No, we have some of our lures that have caught, like 1,000 crappie on just one lure. We've had a lot of lures catch over 500 white bass, and our lures are really good. Yeah, this lure here was on the cover of Jig Boy magazine a few months back. It was on the cover of Jig Boy magazine here. Didn't make the centerfold, but it made the cover. Ooh, too much. Let's see. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for the likes. Do people use these lures for salmon? Yes, they do. We have some people on the West Coast, they'll use the 1/8 ounce and the 1/4 ounce for salmon. Some people will use these for peacock bass, the walleye, steelhead. Hey there, Panfish King. How you doing there, buddy? This here's the blackout lure. Right now I'm tying up inventory, so I'll be tying up a bunch of the same color. I'll be tying up at least 12 lures of each color. Appreciate the likes. Thank you guys so much for the likes. I'm doing good. My back's doing a little bit better today. It's not hurting as bad. Funny thing is, I probably got maybe 2 or 3 hours of sleep last night. I just couldn't get to sleep that well last night. I'll probably be going to bed early tonight. Uh-oh. But I'm doing all right. Well, hello there, my friend. Welcome in, Mag. Welcome in, Lisa. Fernanda. Welcome in. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. I'm liking this gal here. Her name is what? Jamie McDonald. I like some of her songs. I only started listening to her maybe about a week ago. Good, strong voice. Huh. Hey there, Artem. Hey there, Gabby. Welcome in. Hey there, Paper. Paper Chaser. Oh, I got someone trying to get a hold of me here. Guys, I'm going to call this. I've been on here for about an hour and a half already. Make sure to follow if you haven't followed already. me get this camera back. So we got 2 cameras going on here. So if you haven't followed or subscribed, make sure to do so. Again, we have some really great fish in a line. You can save 40% if you use code LINE40. That'll save you 40% on our braid and on our mono. So we'll see you guys later. You guys have a good day. Goodbye, and God bless you guys. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.